Happy Father's Day for yesterday, Mandem. Maybe you had a relaxing evening wearing 7.1 headphones in the dark while playing a certain video game on a ridiculously large 4K TV. So we've mainly focused on next gen on this channel, all while right under our nose. Greatness has been here and is still right here. So in today's video we're going to divert some of that focus to the present, and I assure you this video has been meticulously edited so that there are no plot spoilers. Absolutely no plot spoilers. Have no fear. Zero plot spoilers here. I mean, I just couldn't do that to you. Welcome back, Foxy Games UK new and existing subscribers. It is Monday, June 22. In today's video, The Last of Us Part 2 smashes sales records, beating Sony's other big blockbuster, Uncharted 4, to become Sony's fastest selling PS4 game of all time. Writer Christopher Dring reported yesterday The Last of Us Part 2 has shot to the top of the UK boxed charts in significant fashion. Yes, physical still has that selling power. Now, the action horror game is Sony's fastest selling release this generation, narrowly beating the opening week of 2016's Uncharted 4 by over 1%. Download sales are not included in this data, so when you factor in digital sales, it's possible the game's launch was even bigger. Now, The Last of Us Part 2 is comfortably bigger than its PS3 predecessor, with launch sales 76% higher, although it's worth noting that PlayStation 4 is a more popular console than PlayStation 3. As a result, it's the biggest UK launch for any boxed game released this year so far, with sales 40% higher than the previous best, Animal Crossing: New Horizons. It would appear Sony's first really party Naughty Dog studio, part of the PlayStation Studios family of game creators, has weathered the online storm it really, you could say, consistently faced weeks leading up to its release, and even to this day. Thank you, Deontay Wilder. But in all seriousness, is the Last of Us series untouchable like the Teflon Don of video games? Because I'm not kidding when I tell you this game and its developers were dragged for like 1,000 miles or so. I wish I was joking. The whole uproar, some of it was genuine, some of it was fake concern bandwagon jumpers looking for really any excuse to sound off, probably in order to distract themselves from their boring, fruitless, solitary, sometimes socially inept, sometimes socially awkward, dysfunctional human beings leading thoroughly meaningless lives. And that's me going easy on them. After all, we want to keep this as profanity free as possible. Families and ting, YouTube rules and ting. Look, I get the outrage. I get the outrage over, shall we say, certain plot points, and certainly no plot spoilers here, just raw gameplay footage, mostly seen from trailers, and really gameplay that really doesn't lead you to anything. But nevertheless, The Last of Us 2 is an outstanding piece of digital art. I absolutely believe in order for the game medium to grow and be taken as seriously by non-gamers as they take really movies or music mediums, if gaming is to, say, evolve, and then I have to applaud risk-taking in story and narrative, it's a brave thing to do. Millions of fans that you have to keep happy, and millions of dollars are on the line if you get it wrong. And I'm happy to say Naughty Dog certainly are risk takers, and the sales should be enough to tell you it paid off. Sorry that people get attached to, objects, things that are not real. You have my sympathy. Psych. No, you don't. Get a grip. Gaming is all grown up now. Perhaps you should be too. It's great news though that the game has sold and continues to sell extremely well, and sales are really not my concern. That's Sony's ish. But I mean, come on. Come now. Whatever your opinion of the plot, you cannot tell me with a straight face that this game is not a consummate masterpiece of moving imagery. A digital art of sorts. The things Naughty Dog are making a 1.8 T-flop base PS4 unit do is nothing short of witchcraft. It's witchery, I tell you. Nobody does it like Naughty Dog. Truth be told, I had been really enjoying The Last of Us Part 2 for little over a week prior to its launch. I was kindly provided a review copy, even though I don't review games, such a saturated segment of YouTube gaming content, that and Let's Plays. No thanks, I stay in my own lane. News, rumours and speculation, and in that order. So yeah, I received a free digital copy, and yet I still purchased the launch day 2-disc steelbook edition. Yes, yes, yes. Sure, those who follow Foxy Games UK via Twitter at FoxyGames_UK. What, you like Next Gen Rumour? Then go follow. What the hell's wrong with you people? Some people ask me why I bothered to buy it physically, suggesting I wasted my money. Okay, if I need a financial advisor, I think I know where to go, not via social media, thank you very much. I purchased The Last of Us Part 2 physically for 2 reasons. 1, I am a seasoned gamer. I was raised physically. I didn't receive a digital upbringing. And 2, I highly rate Naughty Dog. I have never been disappointed by anything they've ever produced on any platform, and I feel compelled to support their work. If I had reviewed The Last of Us Part 2 based on the, say, 25 hours or so I put into really playing on hard mode, I think I would give The Last of Us Part 2 a super solid 9 out of 10. Not a 10, simply because I don't believe the perfect game has ever been, will ever be made. There is no such thing as perfection in my view. I really enjoyed The Last of Us and Part 2 story, but if I had to choose, it would be the original story and the sequel's gameplay and visuals, because I do absolutely believe The Last of Us Part 2 holds the crown for the most impressive visuals this entire console generation. Yes, in my humble opinion, even surpassing the mighty God of War, the incredible Red Dead Redemption 2, and sublime Death Stranding. How are they able to keep getting better with this 7-year-old, archaic, antiquated platform running on a mobile chipset? I just don't know. The Last of Us Part 2 is so good, I am convinced PS5 really could have waited another 2 years or so. I mean, who knew PS4 would be capable of this mastery at the start of its life cycle? Now, I am speaking hypothetically. Of course, I don't want to wait another 2 years for next-gen consoles. After all, it blows my mind at the prospect of replaying The Last of Us Part 2 at 60 frames per second in performance mode or cinematic 30 FPS with everything turned up as high as possible. I'm only saying that if next gen was still 2 years away, the likes of The Last of Us Part 2 and the up and coming Ghost of Tsushima would make the wait just that little bit more bearable. Without doubt, The Last of Us Part 2 would get my vote for Game of the Year candidate. So I'm going to leave you with this. Some exploration gameplay. Again, absolutely no plot spoilers. Stay informed, stay tuned, enjoy.
Shoot, Ellie! Fuck. I'm okay.
I'll get the keys!
Not good. They really got you.